Welcome to the Belly Boy Podcast, where we talk about things that matter and things that don't. I go by Tone Capone,
Capo,
6 Millz.
and we're here to fuck shit up.
Indeed.
All right, guys. First episode, how you feeling?
goody good, no doubt.
Okay.
I'm feeling awesome.
All right, good.
Yeah, you shouldn't be feeling awesome. You worked till 4 o'clock last night.
I am not feeling that awesome, but physically, but mentally, I'm here.
And I was crying in bed because I couldn't go to sleep. Nerves just running wild, and I'm up till 4 in the morning.
Crying.
And I even crying like, I gotta go to sleep, man. I gotta wake up early for this shit.
It's what Jackson does. He whines a lot.
Okay.
It's 3 a.m. Tony, I can't go to sleep. I'm like, bitch, I barely made it in.
Yeah. And as you guys know, I had a damn motorcycle fall on my leg yesterday. So
Yeah, and I
couldn't
told you
sleep.
be safe.
You did
In
actually. You
fact,
You did say
yeah,
that.
you did. It's
Be
on text.
fucking
I
the
saw
prayer
it.
hands
In,
emoji and
in
everything.
fact, I begged you to be
Yes.
safe.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have.
I didn't say
And
shit.
what did you do?
I know you didn't because you don't give a fuck.
I don't.
Because you knew what was going to happen. He was going to be unsafe.
Yes.
That's why.
Because we always laugh at each other when we get
yeah.
hurt. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So,
I really didn't want to.
so when I heard about the story, I was like,
that's why you didn't sleep.
I was looking at him like, damn, that sucks. But inside, I was internally laughing.
Of course you were.
cracking.
That's why you didn't get any sleep because you couldn't stop laughing.
Did you see his calf? Shit looks fucked up.
Yeah, I thought he went to the gym. I actually thought you went to the gym.
Hey,
But-
old Popeye ass calf.
I thought you went to the gym, but I was wrong.
Man, he
clearly.
fed that fucking calf spinach and shit. That shit said-
Steroid spinach.
Anyways, guys, so let's get into how we know each other, man.
Okay.
I mean, you go crazy, man.
All right. Well, as a young cheering back in the days, I actually met Tony in North Miami. I'm from New York, as everybody already knows. Came down from New York into a ton of bullshit, chaos, getting arrested, getting in trouble. Parents moved me out here. We moved into this building called Capri Gardens in North Miami. And as I opened the door, this fine young gentleman runs by, right?
Pause.
Hey. All right. So,
First one.
yes. Get that,
That
out the
shit's
way.
not even-
Get it out the way.
Beautifully, too.
That shit don't even apply though, bro.
All right.
It's not even applicable,
Fine young
bro.
gentleman. Fine young gentleman.
I thought you meant running.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez,
Yo, so Tony's running in front of me. He goes, "Hi, how you doing? My name is Tony. Nice to meet you. Welcome to the neighborhood." Then I see this beautiful lady run by, and she got a belt in her hand. And I go, and she goes, "Have you seen a little short, kid walk by or whatever?" And I said, "No, I didn't see him." My dad goes, "You a goddamn liar." Yeah, he just ran by right now. He ran into that apartment right there. She goes, "Thank you, and welcome to the neighborhood." My dad goes, "Why you lied? I told that lady that motherfucker didn't walk by." And then I said, "Dad," I said, "I ain't no snitch." My dad said, "I don't want you hanging around him."
Mind you, I'm 9 years old and he's 13.
Now we're talking about 35
This is-
years later.
We're like,
That's a long time ago.
long time, bro.
And you heard those words. Pop said, "I don't want you hanging around
First
that
of all-
little motherfucker."
He's being very humble. The way that I ran across was with like the face of fear. My mother was behind me with this horse whip.
The strap.
Like, yeah, the strap. It was like this
Horse
long thing
whip.
that you beat the fucking shit out of with the bag of horses. And she was like coming at me like this, ready to rock me.
Yeah, dude.
And I was like this, shit.
What exactly did you do?
First of all, I don't remember that.
Don't remember, okay.
But I remember Capri Gardens. I grew up in that little fucking community. It was all old people.
Yes.
So when there was other kids in that motherfucker, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So there was Mike Vitale,
Yeah.
that's a whole nother story.
Danny.
Danny, right?
Yeah.
Danny. But then I saw Capo
Yeah.
in the hallway on the same floor, and I said, I stopped. I said, oh shit. Hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Yo. Meanwhile, the ass whooping is right behind.
I'm like, exactly. That's what was
Yo.
right behind me. Yeah,
But that's how we met, and the way I met Six, similar story, brotherhood story, I should say. I was walking around years ago, probably 10 years or more, with a chip on my shoulder, and I walk into this spot. I know everybody in the spot or whatever, and one of our good friends, brother, fellow DJ, Tillery, He actually, put over here. Thank you. So Tillery actually walked up and said, "Hey, what's up, E? Da 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 da." So me and Six look at each other. We give each other like the gas face or whatever. I look at him.
Who is you?
Yeah. So I swear to God, we look at each other like this. He looks at me. I look at him. I go, and he looks like this, and I'm like, "Yo, who the fuck is that?" And Tillery's like, "Yo, you don't know Six?" And everybody in the spot's like, "Yo, you don't know Six?" I go, "I don't know that nigga, man." So I said, whatever. So I'm jamming or whatever. So the other DJs are DJing, whatever. So I look at my clock, and I'm a little tipsy. I said, all right, I'm going home. All of a sudden, I hear MOP. I go,
Yep.
and I see that it's Six. I said, this is going to get interesting.
Yep.
So dude went on a MOP rampage. I'm talking about he played hit after hit after hit. And as anybody knows on this planet, who's my favorite rap group of all time?
MOP.
So him and I sat down. He went to telling me his story, his military background, how he served our country, about his family, his wife, his kids. And I love the fact that, he was a stand-up guy, because I really don't click with fake, whack, questionable individuals. So him and I sat there for almost 2 hours. Everybody was kind of jealous. They're like, what's going on with these two? Cats walking up, they're like,
they plotting something.
Yeah, so they're like, what's up with these two? And then ever since that day, I stayed out there all night. I went with him to literally bring all his stuff to his car that night. We closed the spot down. By the way, it was Tomorrowland in Miami, which I remember.
Yeah.
I remember it because it means a lot to me, you know what I mean? So ever since then, man, we've been brothers.
Yeah.
He pulls up the spots. Tony and I pull up to the same spots. Tony met Six obviously through me.
I'll tell my story.
But when we pull up the spots, it's all or nothing, you know what I mean? And it's been like that since the day I met him. So
Yeah.
there's
It's a
my
beautiful
story.
thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
It did bring me memories. Brought me memories.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
good.
My first interaction with Six, was I walked into a whole enchilada because that place was a vibe for a while. I'm so
Shout out
sorry.
to 300.
Shouts out to 300, bro. Man, always a vibe, man. And I'm like, I hear some sampling shit going on. It's starting off real slow, and I'm like, yo, this shit sounds familiar. This sounds like this might be a Mobb Deep beat coming up. And then he just goes, boom, and it hits shook ones or whatever the hell he does all the time. And it was like, I was like, yo, who's this motherfucker right here? I'm like, this dude just got some serious skills. So then he just kept doing it over and over again. It felt like hip hop trivia the whole night. And I was just like, this shit is a vibe. And then after that, the rest is history. Here we are now.
So
know what I'm talking about?
I'll fill in the blanks. So the blanks, clearly the initial point was musically speaking, right? But similar to what Capo said, although it is music, he said the word brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll up it one. It is that manhood, where grown men gravitate to other grown men.
Pause.
Who got grown men shit going, right? Family, work, responsibilities, things to attend to. And that is more, while musically it was the initial contact, I think is that is the stand-up guy that we have.
Right. Energy attracts energy.
Yes.
Indeed.
Real recognizes real.
Real recognize real,
And it's just
in
what it
layman's
is.
words.
Yes.
And that's where I just like to add to, how this bond began.
Damn straight.
You know?
And then that's how Belly was created.
Yes, sir.
Belly, how can I be down Sundays?
Yes,
So Belly, I gotta,
of course.
I kind of came up with that name. But then somebody else came out with
We had
How Can
several
I Be Down
names. Did we not
Sundays.
have-
We had Belly, we had Juice, we had.
We had several names. I don't remember
I mean,
them all.
it was a whole list of names, but Belly is what really stuck.
Yeah. We all like that one.
And we're not gonna say what inspired us to come up with the name Belly, because who knows what happens. But we'll just keep that between us,
Right.
And I'm sure everybody else knows what we're talking about. But and then
Leave that for the imagination.
yeah, exactly. And then How Can I Be Down Sundays? Capo came up with that, and it was a rat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so here we are now. Belly is the biggest, most upcoming. It's I think probably the biggest thing going on right now in South Florida. Fast, yo. I mean, what are we reaching now? How many heads are we having like every single show now?
1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000. That's a lot. Well, 1,000 not all at once. I mean, it's a 6-7 hour party, and people come in and out to the tune of about 1,000.
Yeah.
And in our wildest dreams, in fact, you skipped forward to the name. This was conceptualized.
Yeah.
Down the street somewhere.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
You also,
Remember that?
We'll keep that to their imagination as well.
but guys,
Right?
you're
No
also
plugs.
talking. You're also talking about, by the way, best burgers on the planet.
The Den,
The Den.
Sports Bar Grill and Lounge.
Hey guys,
They got the best burgers, the wings.
Hey,
Get the
look.
fuck out of here with
Wings
that.
is my favorite. Wings
it's
is my
early than a
favorite.
motherfucker,
And just
I'm
vibes.
hungry, so I gotta eat. So y'all
Shouts
gotta bear
out.
with me.
Garrett and Yasser, Surge,
Yeah.
we love y'all.
Yeah, but to be honest, guys, the way Belly started was all of us doing our research either together or on an individual basis. Like Six going to brunches with his wife, me going to brunches with my wife, going with Tony, all three of us going together. We probably went to about 20 or 30
Many
things.
different places.
And the biggest thing that we saw was people weren't getting the music that they wanted.
Right.
People weren't getting the food that they wanted.
Right.
People weren't getting the crowd that they wanted.
Right.
Or the music was too high and the atmosphere was too loud. Or the atmosphere was too
low
quiet and the music was too loud. It was just
So
always
it's something like it. There wasn't that combination together.
There was
Yes.
a balance.
So as we had mentioned, down the street, we actually ended up at a venue which Six was DJing, which we won't mention that venue since they didn't want to give us a chance. But anyway, I won't go there. As I had said, we had this vision, we had this idea, we came up with it, we sat down over a couple of shots. We didn't realize the next day that we actually did it. Like we actually agreed with it because we were a little bit tipsy. And then the next day we were like, did we really do that?
Yep.
And we were like, yeah, we go, oh well, we got to move forward.
Yep.
And
Yeah, that was crazy how we just, thinking back, it was, you could look at it, it was just conversation. I mean,
Right.
how many times have I
Drunk
had the
talk.
same conversation?
And it was drunk talk, too.
It was drunk talk. You could also coin to that. So how many times have we had the same conversation? Except the next day, like you said, we said, yo, we shook on it, figuratively, you know.
evenly.
And what we gonna do? Let's run with it. And here we are.
Yeah.
And through different places and in a very short period of time. I mean, within a week or two.
It popped off. We
It's very early, fast.
just did it. We
Indeed.
just did it. And another thing too that I gotta add, which it just felt like the stars were aligning, was that my business partner and something else that I do that pays me my bread. My business partner invited me to go to the W to hang out at the pool and have a good time chilling with other friends of his. So Garrett ends up being there. It's the first time I ever met him. And
Why don't you explain who Garrett is?
Garrett is the owner of the Den, where we're here right now.
Clap it up for him.
Yeah. Where we do belly, by the way, and I'll get to it, but little intermission to
Oh shit.
Shout out to our brother.
Oh man. This is insane.
yeah.
I
Look at
gotta
him.
capture
Look at him.
that.
Yeah.
Let me see
So
if I can capture this.
too bad I'm not drinking vodka. I only drink beer on belly days because today we are doing the seventh belly.
Yes.
This is the seventh belly.
Seventh iteration.
So I only
Volume
do beer.
7.
You missed a
Yes.
word there. Seventh successful belly.
Yeah, very successful, and it just keeps getting more successful by the month.
That is awesome.
All right, you can just place that right here. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. So where
Appreciate
was
you, my
I?
brother.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
So yeah, I was at the pool hanging out, and I meet this guy Garrett, which is a very good friend of my business partner and very good friend Nick. And it just comes up. Oh, I'm the owner of the Den. You should come by. We'll have a couple drinks. I said, Den? Why does that sound familiar? And he's like, yeah, it's right down the street. It's here. It's hard downtown. I'm like, Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, bro. I said, we got to talk. And he's like, what are you trying to do? And I was like, well, we got this thing that we came up with. He goes, have you done your first thing ever? And I said, no. He goes, let's not talk about it today then. So I'm like, I respect that.
Yeah,
I do.
yeah. It's actually respectable.
As I'm 45, grown, I've been through the ringer. It's a 90% everybody talks shit.
Yeah, but you're acting like this is your first rodeo.
No. It wasn't my first rodeo, but we haven't done
for
shit
this
in
for
a
this
long
well
ass
for
time.
this specifically for this party we hadn't. It
Bro,
was just an idea.
How many years, bro? You know, it's like literally we first time again.
All right, good.
So,
Thank you.
he goes, okay, well, just take my number. We'll talk about it. So then, make a long story short, called him the next day, showed him that I was serious. That we're serious.
Yeah.
We had our meeting, and the rest was history. We
Yeah.
locked down the venue, and now, and the thing is that we gave him a number. Realistic number that this is good. I know why you laughing.
Yeah,
we were like,
it.
so how many do you anticipate coming? 30, 50, 30 to 50 people.
He was happy.
Just as a start, he's like, yeah, that sounds good. Let's rock.
I remember it differently.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
No, I remember
By
it
the way, in
differently.
the background, the person in the back yelling, "What?"
What?
It's the infamous DJ
300
International.
He's like, "What?"
But look, if I remember it, maybe more detail. So I remember clearly in my mind. Okay, so my wife is one. Right or wrong though?
Mine two.
Right?
Katie,
right.
three.
So that's 6 of us right there, right? That's 3 of them, 3 of us. That's 6.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yeah,
knock
we
down
got
6.
it.
Boom. All right.
There's
So
24 more.
Hey, the bum on the corner. The bum on the corner.
and I
7.
remember clearly, and in our mind, we ran to. I remember it. It was like a 50. It was more
was
a
a
realistic
50,
number. It was 50.
realistically.
So in our meeting, we said, "Yo, let's go with 75. Let's go with 70."
Yeah.
And we said 75, knowing that we only could really. All right, so
Maybe
such
30
and
or
such
40.
owes me like 9 favors. He got to come.
Yeah.
Right. The other one owes me money. He got to come.
Yeah.
Right. And we only had about a 50 in mind.
That was
Yeah.
it.
That was always
and-
on
and-
some humble shit.
And we
Like,
pitched. We pitched 75.
Yeah.
And all I remember, and it was more details to what we wanted to do and the concept of the music and things.
Right. We had that locked.
And he was. I remember, he was like, "Done. What else you want?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the one,
yeah.
and
exactly.
the one thing about Yasser and Garrett, I could say, everything that we've ever asked for as our partnership grows, they've just always been there to facilitate it. Meaning that if we've needed it, there's never been a no
They are literally partners and even more so friends now.
of Belly.
Okay?
And
Yasser,
and
by the
bro.
way, is the GM of the Den, and Garrett is the owner, just to recap on that.
Yeah.
All right? And then we got Serge, too, who is
Yeah.
our freaking guy.
He manages the spot flawlessly.
And then the bar staff, come on, our baby girls, they always rock with the belly hats on.
we sorry put you to work so hard once a month.
Yeah, no, but
we apologize for that.
You don't have to they make the cream.
So tell me,
It's-
how many showed up?
Oh yeah, how many showed up?
Yeah, so we pitched 75. We really meant 50, and we could have strongly had 300.
350, 300, 350.
I think we counted 350.
It was around 350, and the thing is too, guys, is that it was so like 50 people was like, okay, so they only had one bottle girl. They had
One.
two bartenders.
You couldn't get a drink to save
You
your
couldn't
life.
get a drink to save your motherfucking life.
Right.
Your burger 300.
Yes.
Your meat.
Hey,
Oh my goodness,
your meat.
Jesus Christ, man.
One bite at a time, sir.
Yep.
So that's the story and how it all came. It was a big success. It had a lot to do with everybody putting in,
Oh yeah.
you
A lot of
know,
hard work.
promoting
Yeah.
videos, just reposting and doing everything we needed to do to make sure.
I
to
know
get
I
the name
invited
out.
everyone at my job.
Yes.
All my friends.
Yep.
Every gig.
Yeah. And we've got loyal supporters of Belly since day one. And because the one thing that we could say about our successes is that Belly has been a success since day one.
Yes.
Even through a hurricane. I think Belly 3,
Yep.
there was a hurricane.
Yep.
We did one hurricane at the Gulf, one hurricane overhead, Lumen,
Yeah.
and then the third one, that was Belly 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
And then the third one,
That hit us.
there was people couldn't leave at 7:30 p.m. because it was super storming.
And
Which
then when
was
it-
a good
and then
thing
when it
for
stopped-
us.
And then when it
Sure,
stopped,
it kept
and then when it
everyone
stopped raining, they went outside. But then LS1 was DJing that one.
And they couldn't
then all of a
leave.
sudden he played something, and they were like, "Hold on one second. let's come back in. And then 6 went on. They were like, all right, we not going nowhere. I was like, oh, I thought y'all were leaving. They were like, nah, we ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
Yo.
No, that's
Nope.
when the rain let up.
Yes.
And then people was like, you know what, this is dope, and it stayed. And I remember barely 4 thereabouts. I remember posting something about, guys, it's super sunny outside. It's bright. I had my sunroof up.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at it.
Yeah.
And
That
then-
was the belly was supposed to pour raining.
No, but then it did.
Yes,
Around
it
5
did.
o'clock,
Yes.
it's storming.
Yeah.
And then, you know, for those of you not been here, we what do we call it? Blackout.
Blackout.
So all the curtains, they come down, and it's dark. Like if it's 3 a.m., except it's 4 p.m.
Yeah,
5 p.m.
exactly.
It's broad daylight and storming cats and dogs.
Oh yeah.
And yet packed.
And I will say, get another, my little videos that I do where I'm like, rain or shine, don't matter. We're indoors, baby.
Shout out to his videos.
Sorry to say videos, of which I like to say a couple of cats have copied.
Everybody
we
do
won't
videos
say no
now.
names.
Everyone do videos now.
I'm honored.
We won't say no names.
I'm
You should
very
be
honored.
honored.
I'm honored.
What-
I'm honored that they
What
do
is
that.
that? Form of flattery and all
Yeah,
that?
I like it. I
Yes.
love it. I'm happy that
I
I
have
can
zero
create
issues
that
with
trend.
it.
It's
Yes.
I love
So
it.
this right here became a trend.
Oh, that's it.
Yes.
Come to my event.
Hit
such
all
and
my
such.
belly
Yes.
heads.
Yes.
All my belly
with
heads.
the Biggie sign in the back.
Yeah, with the biggie. Yeah, I love that shit. That's my fucking thing right there.
Yeah.
But so it's because it's a beautiful thing, and it keeps getting better and better and better. It's to the point where we might need to start moving it inside and outside, because we're gonna get to the point where we're not gonna be able to fit everybody
to
in this motherfucker.
sustain the space.
As long as you guys continue to support, we appreciate
That's
the
it.
love and the support.
And another thing that I got to piggyback on with that, the reason why I think Belly's also a success is because all 3 of us show the passion
Yeah.
and the love that we have for the culture of hip hop.
Yes, we do.
And we keep it. We're gonna keep it the same for you all the time. We're never gonna veer off, and we're gonna start to get the mat. No, we're gonna stay true to the culture because we love it. It literally raised me. You know what I'm saying? It
Indeed.
raised me.
Me too.
Yeah.
So that's it. We wear that shit on our fucking sleeves. You know what I'm saying? So
The culture
if
got
you
us
want-
through it. The
yeah,
culture
and
got
the
us
culture
through
got
it.
us
through
The good times and the bad times. Kid from New York.
I became a man listening and living
Yeah,
the
word
hip hop
up.
life. I went from a young man to a grown man.
Cheers.
Cheers to
Get
that.
up in there with that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man.
I don't know,
Bam.
guys. Just so you guys know, I don't know how I would have survived in New York without hip hop. Walking it, like I know that it sounds like a made up story, but walking in the streets of New York, snow up to your ankles, you listening to that Leaders of the New School,
Ooh, LONS.
that Tribe Called Quest, and you just got the headset on, the snow's hitting you, the cats down the street. Back then, I mean, we didn't have them Bloods and Crips and nothing like that, but you had the little gangs that you tried to avoid, and the hip hop kept me out of that, man, because when you listen to all them positive brothers putting out that positive music,
Yeah, this was before it went
Which-
south in the content.
before it went, you listened to those brand Nubians, and you thought you was
You was learning knowledge of
knowledge,
self and
yeah,
all of that.
Of
Yep.
course, shit. For a minute, I thought I was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But hey, you know
You
what I
ride
mean?
the kufi.
Yeah. You know, right the
No, but you know, it did, and I'm in agreement with you. It put in front of my face, manhood, righteousness,
Yes, exactly.
right from wrong,
Yes.
versus just live my life,
Yes.
aimlessly.
Yes.
It did do that for me.
Yes, indeed.
And the thing about Belly is that while we pour our heart out in terms of hip hop is concerned and create the space, everyone that comes is identified because they are feeling the same way.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
church.
It means the same for them.
Yes.
We happen to be able to provide the space and the ambiance, but everyone has the same feeling. Everyone grew up on it. Everyone became
Yep.
someone out of that.
Yep.
And not only that, guys,
The golden age era.
the giveaways.
The giveaways.
How many groups? How many societies? How many movements? Promotion companies give out free shit. Like we're
don't
probably
know.
the only ones out there. There's a lot of parties out there.
We could be selling this merch, and
this
we
is,
are not.
This is the era. Maybe it always been the era of the tit for tat, right? So I
Yes.
give you this, and you need that.
We're not asking for
We're not
anything.
here. We don't need your money.
We just want your support.
We want your support,
That's
clearly.
it.
We want your support, clearly.
Daddy
Just
boy.
want your support.
But we're here to provide what you need, because if I need it, I know they need it.
Exactly.
You know, and we agreed that is what's needed.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, I pride myself where you come to Belly once a month, you'll be hard pressed to hear the same song for many parties.
Yes.
Word up.
You are not coming to hear the same 10 songs down the road from no one. Not 300, not Excess.
It's always
not
authentic.
myself,
Yes.
not J Days. I guarantee you LS will not play the same shit he played 4 months ago. And
What did he say? What did he say the other night at Stash on the bike? He said, "Oh,
Yo, I got
he
something
said,
for
he
your
said, I'm gonna be
asses."
at Belly on Sunday."
Yeah,
he
he's
goes,
coming
"They're not coming to
prepared.
Belly."
He's coming prepared. He's coming
He
prepared.
said, "I got a surprise for y'all."
Yeah.
And so, and
Shout
so
out LS1.
Yeah, shout out LS1,
when you
bro.
come, every party is different.
Yes.
Every song is different. It's not the same song you heard last month or the one before, or many in several. And you know, and it's not difficult because Excess, as professional as they come, 300. But what can I say about 300? As professional as they come.
He's
Right?
the most balanced, most party, keep the fucking heads fucking bobbing all day.
all day long.
Heads
Shout out to
Heads
300.
popping. Pause.
J-
Heads popping. Pause.
Heads bobbing all day long.
Shit.
Pause.
And
God damn it.
and then
fuck.
and then we got J Days, right? Who by any measurement, he's younger than us,
Yes.
not necessarily less experienced, but he comes here with so much energy. He leaves it all on the table,
He does.
month in and month out.
Yes.
Mind you, we asked him to close the party. He's not closing anything. The shit gets better and better
Yeah,
when he gets on.
it's just. I mean, he kept it alive, and I think you even helped out with that too, because we do it
No,
from 2 to
because
8.
you got but you
He
got the
closed
after.
at 9.
You got the after hours.
Right. So yeah,
The
the
6
9.
Millz
I do the after
party.
hours. The
when-
after
The
when
6
hours.
Millz after party.
And when an hour and something longer after, because of the fact that J Days and 6.
Yo,
He-
Days
he-
left the last after party, and then people were coming into the after party, and 6 was like, "Welcome to the 6 Millz after party." and yo, cats were up in here dancing, and
Yo.
I'm sitting there after being here 10 hours. I'm like, yo, is he really doing this right now?
But look, but I want you to think of it this way. The
was great.
alternative, either you do that, or the alternative is to say, all right, guys, it's 8 p.m.
You ain't gotta go, but
And then-
you gotta get the fuck up on out of here.
And then, you know,
Pull a
we out of here.
Martin
Yeah.
Lawrence on him.
And, right. And so,
Yes,
you got-
stepping.
yes,
and so,
Yes, stepping.
so that's the alternative.
Yeah.
While we like you to get here early, remember, 4 p.m., free shots.
That's
They're
where I
good
come
com-
in.
All right, go
That's
ahead.
where I come in, because that's my shit. I love it. It's a community thing. I think that's what starts bringing the energy together,
does.
because everybody gets compacted up to the front.
It does.
And everybody's got their belly shit on, and everybody's got their shot. If you not know what the ceremonial shot is, guys, it's a shot that we give to everybody for free in the building before 4 o'clock, and at 4 o'clock we're toasting to all the B-days in the building and to the culture of hip-hop. And everybody's got it, and everyone's as a community, and we drink it, and we love it, and we vibe. You gotta experience it. I can't tell you, just gotta come.
Shout
feel
out
it
to
for
our
yourself.
toast Meister.
Yes.
Thank you.
And
And to the den, to
To the
get
den.
that-
Jared,
And Jared is
Jared.
our little midget.
So Jared
Little
takes the
shyster.
mic. Jared takes the mic at 4 p.m.
Yes.
And he toasts everyone by name.
by name.
And he calls everyone out who's celebrating their birthday, themselves, along their
Yeah.
people, and
I mean,
here with us.
You
It's a
might
natural.
not. You might
He's a
not.
natural.
When he's doing it, you might not be able to see him. But his spirit is there.
Yo,
And
I've
we
been,
hear
I've
it.
been wanting to get them shoes on Instagram where they add 3 inches or 4 inches. I'm thinking about maybe copping those shits for him, man, so we can see
so
his forehead.
today-
Or put him on your shoulders.
So next time, maybe I'll put one of them turntable cases, and he can
Oh, hell
stand
yeah.
on that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a strong. Hey, that's a strong 10 inches.
Oh.
Fuck that, I got rowdy on that one. Fuck that shit, I was about to pound the table on that one.
He was ready for that one. He was ready
Yeah,
to go.
I knew it was coming.
He
So I'm like,
emphasized that shit.
He got excited. He
And
started licking his lips and shit.
I did do it on
Yeah,
purpose.
he
though.
started licking his lips.
LL 6 Millz.
Not 6, but 10. Pause.
10 mils. 10 mils.
Jesus. So yeah. All right. So well, that's Belly. So
Yeah.
you got to come through.
Yes.
Tickets are free. We're
Yes.
not charging you. Come through.
Yes.
Go to the link in my bio. Belly Entertainment. At Belly Entertainment. Just go there. Go to the
Follow
link
us.
in my bio. Follow us.
Yeah.
You'll see the updates on upcoming dates.
First 100 people and to Belly.
Well, that's today.
Well,
or we can just keep that
Every-
going.
Why can't we do it every day?
Yeah, I'm down for that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Every first 100 people that's in the building before 4 o'clock, again, a free Belly hat.
Something. We're gonna get something.
And a
It
towel.
might be
A
something
giveaway.
else.
It might be something else or whatever.
It could be anything. We got little.
We got things up our
Yeah,
sleeves too in
yeah.
regards to other things that we're gonna do too to give away. So just stay with us. That's it. Period.
You're building a family, though.
It is a family.
It's a family of people that come here now. You know, it's getting bigger and bigger.
It is.
No,
They thank us every day. I get DMs all the time talking about thank you for this. Thank you for doing what we needed, what we want. It's
Yeah.
nothing for us out here. There's a big market in our demographic as far as like, you know, growing up in the golden age of the 90s and the early 2000s, bro.
sir.
They want that. So everywhere else, it's like, yeah, you'll hear some of that, but then they start playing all the... Listen, no disrespect to the shit that they're doing now. It is what it is. It evolves, right? But, yo, fuck that. I'm going to say this shit confidently. The 90s and the early 2000s is the only era. I don't
No
care.
doubt.
Fuck it. Say it, old head. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck.
So we purposely keep it 90s. We rarely sprinkle early 2000s. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
It's very rare.
I mean 50 is early,
50
you know,
is like
03.
there. Get it
50
over
is
the cuff.
03, right?
Maybe
G
some,
Unit
maybe a
and
little
them.
bit of Busta Rhymes or something like
I
that.
actually almost I checked that dude.
And Kanye, that's that's
Don't go
03.
there.
But otherwise it's 90s.
Yes.
You know, 1990
Yes.
to 99.
Yeah.
And it's so much music.
Yeah,
There's so much
that
music.
includes R&B, reggae, hip hop.
Oh yeah, R&B.
Yeah.
We learned that lesson day
yeah.
one.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
learned.
Yeah,
we
we
learned the R&B angle. We learned that lesson day
first
one.
belly party ever was a hardcore hip hop. And guess what?
Crazy.
Six came with a happy smile on his face. Boy, he was like, I could play hardcore hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
I could play hardcore hip hop for 3 hours.
It was
Let's do
it was a hardcore
Yeah.
hip hop dungeon.
Don't
in this
threaten me
motherfucker.
with a good time.
So no lie, there was about 350 people.
A
There was
strong
about
350.
200. There were about
Yeah.
200 guys, 150 women. The women were just standing there, and the guys were slam
Yeah,
dancing. They were
Yeah,
jumping
like,
on top of
yeah,
each
like-
other. I mean, it was crazy. It was insane. And then we got.
But you know what? But they got what they came for.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oh, they got it.
They got what they came
They
for.
got
Shit,
it.
we got what we
But
were
we-
paying for.
Oh yeah, hell
Right.
yeah, hell
All
yeah.
of us,
And
all
we-
of
but
us.
then we heard the women. The
Oh
women
yeah,
were
the
like,
ladies.
"Yeah, all the DMs are crazy.
Did you went on a
R&B,
cruise? Didn't you go on a
reggae.
cruise right like that next
we
week?
went on a cruise with the family.
Like the very
And,
next week,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, and a couple of Belly Boys were with us, and they came up, and one of Belly Boys, the white, walked up and was like, "Yo, wifey want to talk to you." And I'm like, so
Oh, I hate when that
so
happens.
Tony's over at the thing getting some eggs or bacon or whatever, and I'm getting crucified. Like she's like, I don't understand. You don't play nothing but this. And then shout out to DJ Classic, his beautiful wife Yesenia rolled up on us and said, "Yeah, E, you don't play no R." I was like, "Oh shit!" And then Tony's like, "What did I just walk into?" And we got beat up. So then I text Six. I'm like, Six, I said, "Yo, we got to switch this up, man." He's
Yeah.
like, "Aren't you on vacation?" I said, "Man, I'm getting it."
I'm working.
I said, "Yo, we working." I said,
Yeah,
"Right
yeah.
now," so we got attacked that whole cruise. So then Tony and I made some time where we just went for a walk ourselves, and I was like, "T, we gotta
Pause.
we gotta talk." And then Six was like, "Well, I already had that on the plate." He was
Because
like,
it was clear, it was obvious.
Yeah.
It was obvious. when it was all said and done,
They called
that-
me
On a
handsome.
long walk, moonlight.
Yo, they called me handsome. They called me handsome.
but it was evident after that first iteration, that faithful volume 1, it was evident that, now mind you, whoever got here 5 or later, they didn't hear no R&B because 300 played plenty of R&B
Yes.
and reggae.
And reggae.
No. I think he played more reggae
He may have.
because the R&B was not there.
That's
man.
where my girl comes into play, and she's
Oh,
like,
she was like, "No, there's no
your
reggae."
bummer ass
Did
don't
she-
play
did she-
no
she goes
reggae.
to Jamaica.
I know because
She
your
goes to
bummer ass be
Jamaican.
coming too late.
Oh my God! Shout out to Katie and Miss.
Yeah, my baby girl. Oh yeah, we love
always late, but we love her.
Yeah. But I think we actually did something.
But she be working.
Where we should start
She be
mixing-
working.
No.
She be
definitely
working
does.
the party.
Helps out the belly parties big time.
Yeah, big time, 100%. And your birthday. Should
Yes,
be great.
definitely.
But yeah, so I think we did something which I think we might need to. Have we been doing it? Sorry, sometimes
that?
I lose it.
What's that?
Do we mix in reggae more towards the end of the night?
No.
Not necessarily.
Maybe we should
300
throw it in there.
300 always covers that.
300
And-
covers it because you know what I tell people when they say, just so you guys know, the party gets opened up by Excess. So once Excess opens up the party, Excess plays a little bit of what we would call hip hop R&B, like Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
But he also plays regular hip hop. Then 300 jumps in, and 300 will play reggae and R&B. You know, which is, you know, what the ladies want. So when the ladies come to me and they're like, "Oh, you didn't play this," I'd be like, "Get your ass to the party a little earlier."
Because you get here. Because you get here when we're closing the doors.
Yeah, and then we normally have 6 that jumps on, and then 6 will normally just play versatile, but most of the time it's hardcore hip hop, which is what we love.
It's the heart.
It's the heart and soul of belly.
It's the heart.
So the heart and soul of belly. Believe it or not, guys, we love the hip hop and the R&B and the reggae. Trust me, guys.
We do.
6 is the master of disaster when it comes to hardcore hip hop. So
Yes.
he's right where he needs to be. And then Days will slide through with the R&B, not really the reggae
Slash
side,
hip-hop.
the 90s party vibe, the commercial.
He
the
does,
stuff.
yeah, he does the commercial
Yes.
part of
But like,
things.
but on the
he
line
does
of
the
grunge,
muzz-
like gritty but commercial. Like he's right
yeah,
there.
he
You know
does
what I'm
the
saying?
he does the
It's
more,
more
up
commercial.
tempo.
Yeah, because you'll
the
hear
more
a
up-tempo.
Mobb Deep commercial song, but it's a grimy
Right.
hardcore song
Yeah.
that we grew up
It's a
with.
perfect little
The way
balance.
the way he presents it is so flawless.
So the ladies can enjoy it and everybody can
Everybody
enjoy it.
does.
Yeah.
And
It's a perfect balance of DJs. We love them all.
Yeah.
I call them the Four Horsemen. That's just me.
And we're probably the only ones, too, guys, that collectively, there's no spite, there's no level of respect lost when we bring the guest DJs out.
No.
Because in a lot of cases, when you do parties, and I've seen it, I know we've all seen it because we've been all doing this a lot of years. I mean, this isn't any of our first rodeos. I mean, Six has been DJing for over 20 years. Tony and I have been promoting for 10, 15 years now, probably even longer. We've seen it right in front of us. When you bring a guest DJ out, you got 3 DJs on the side ready to assassinate him.
Yeah.
And you're like, why is this guy here? And
Right.
you see, and you're like, do you
No.
realize this is the help? You know, like, but every time we bring one in, no matter who it is, whether it been DJ Classic, LS1, who else?
Big F.
Big F. Shouts out to Big F.
Yeah, I mean, we've brought some really, really cool
Do
guest
you want to
DJs
talk about
out.
who's coming next month?
Not yet. Not yet. No, I'm not ready to speak on it. I'm not ready to speak on it. I'm not ready to speak on it.
Let them know.
Can I do like a rhyme word?
I hint.
Can I do like? Can I just do it?
Oh, can you just do it? Yo,
Ham bones.
what did you say? Wait. Yo, you just
That-
said.
that
Can you
sounds
just,
like some bullshit.
Can you just said? Can you just do it?
That sounds like some bullshit.
And then I said ham bones.
So what we're trying to
Hambo.
So what we're trying to say, guys, is that our March party,
Yeah.
we're gonna have an international DJ come.
Serious
Yes.
DJ.
And,
My birthday month, by the way. Let's go.
Tone's birthday.
You can tell
month.
where he's originally from, though. Where you from?
That's too many hints, I think, bro.
That's too many.
We
hints.
say
don't
where you
wanna
from?
say.
Really?
Just know it's elevated.
Yeah.
It's super elevated.
And he is going to bring a level of skill in a hip hop way
Yes.
that is gonna make a mark.
Serious.
And we all very excited
yeah,
about it.
hell yeah.
And it is confirmed, and that's for the March party. And I would like you to stay tuned, and I would love for you to attend and
Yes.
witness it. You
Yeah.
get here at 7 p.m.
You're gonna miss
You're
it.
gonna miss.
Yeah, you
you're
gotta
gonna
get here
miss.
early, man.
You're gonna miss when
You
the
gotta get
shooting stars fly, and you're not looking. You're going to miss it.
I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
You guys better be here on time because we're not gonna tell you guys when he's going on.
No.
Right. Shit, man. Guys, I think this was a good episode, man. I mean, I think we gave them all the ins and the outs of what's going on. And, I mean, if you guys don't make it, I mean, shit, it's your loss.
Yeah.
But, yo, it's a free event, like I said.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we're not asking for anything. I mean, we could actually at this point, because of the success of the belly, be taxing you guys. But that look that we get when we look in the crowd, and I know you see us all walking around the
the best.
crowd, and that's another thing that you get from the Belly Boys. We're actually very interactive with our crowd.
Yeah, we
you know,
are.
we want to see how you guys are doing. We want to hear what you're talking about. I even want to hear the complaints, because at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
the complaints can only make the successes better.
Absolutely.
We
I'm happy you said that.
are interested in people having a good time. We are conscious who our audience is. Our audience is us.
Right.
We're grown. We 40 and up.
Yes.
And
I like that.
you know, we don't like to go to bullshit places.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we go because of all the right reasons.
Yes.
But we are interested in investing into ensuring that you come and you have a good time.
Vibe.
In a very plush place.
It is very plush.
Very plush. In fact, this may have the best sound system I've heard
It does.
in many places.
Yes.
It fucking
Indeed.
does.
The shit is ridiculous.
Indeed.
I have a volume gauge that one day I'm gonna max that bitch out. But it is so unnecessary because it sounds so good.
Yeah, because we went actually to a party on Friday, which we won't mention. The sound was horrible.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
it's-
yeah,
and
no.
it's
Yeah, I
always
remember that.
horrible.
And it's always horrible.
I won't say anything, but this like there's places all throughout like Fort Lauderdale where the sound could be a lot better in these
It could-
places.
it could do the
effect,
part-
Listen, no effect
No.
on the DJs, no effect on the
No,
promoters,
it's not their
no
fault.
effect on the owners. But we're just giving props where they're due
Yeah.
at the den, because like I said, we've done a lot of events and we know what the sound sounds like at all the events. But
They put
And we
some, they
and we
put
were
some
talking
money
about a
into it.
party. Sound is
Everything.
a major part.
Everything. All right, guys. Hey, so
that's it.
Belly Boys
Clap it up for the
Podcast.
Belly Boys.
Yes.
Clap it out for our engineer, Brother 300 International.
Yeah. International. Come see him spin.
Shout out to Danny.
Danny Boy
Shout
with
out
the
to
photography
Danny
right
Boy.
over there. That's what I'm talking
Shout out
about.
to Danny. Danny Boy got the illest hats.
No, you don't.
yo,
No, you don't. Stop lying.
Nah.
No, you don't.
Shit.
Yo,
Bullshit
bro,
ass
I'm not gonna
hat.
see what you showed me.
Bullshit ass hat.
I'm gonna have to go
You said
call
the
the
T-Move.
hat man and give me
Bullshit
one.
ass hat.
He said a team move. Team move. Right?
Yo, I know Danny Boy is not in camera, but just know that he got the hat and he got the crown.
I mean, he
On the corner.
went all in.
Ew.
Yep.
And we love it.
Bullshit
And
ass
we're
hat.
gonna
Even though I
actually-
told him.
You know what? We're gonna have to take a snapshot of him. Let's see this hat. Bam. Look at that.
Look at that.
Watch
Look
it.
at that.
Beautiful.
Gangster.
Yo, look. Yo, tell my man. Yo.
Super dope. Super
Super
dope. I
dope.
know, right?
Nah, you got me.
All right,
it's
so
really
guys,
dope.
Belly Boys Podcast.
Yes.
Great episode.
Yes.
Perfect, I think.
How do
I
you
think
bring
so.
it out? How do you call it out?
Belly Boys Podcast, where we talk things that matter and things that don't. But I think this time we talked about things that matter.
Everything matter.
And I think we fucked shit up.
There we go.
So
Actually, we're about to fuck shit up in another
Yeah.
hour and a half.
Yes.
What goes on in another
Oh,
goes on in another hour and a half, guys?
oh, we got Belly. So let's that's a whole nother 30 minutes. But it's popping off 2 to 8. We do it once a month. Again, go to @Belly Entertainment on Instagram. Follow for the updates on dates. Get your free tickets in the link in the bio and come through and represent. And that's all I'm gonna say.
And
I go by Tone Capone.
Capo.
6 Millz.
Belly out.
Yeah.